After 5 years on the East Coast, it was time to go home.
Welcome to Los Santos Airport.
What's up?
Carl is sweet.
What's up, sweet? What you want?
This mama. She's dead, bro. Passenger, show us your hands. Stop. Get down on your knees. Now down on your stomach. There you go. I'll take that, Hernandez.
Hey, that's my paper, man. That's money.
This is drug money.
My money, man.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'll fill it out later.
Welcome home, Carl. Glad to be back. You haven't forgotten about us, have you, boy?
Hell no, Officer Tenpenny. I was just wondering what took y'all so long.
Get in the car.
Ease up, man. Damn.
Watch your head.
Ah!
Oh, my bad.
Get out of here, you greaseball bastard! Stupid Mexican. Oh, hey, sorry.
My bag. Hey, man, my bag.
How you been, Carl? How's your wonderful family?
I'm here to bury my moms. You know that.
Yeah, I guess I do. So what else you got shaking, Carl?
Nothing. I live in Liberty City now. I'm clean. Legit.
Nah, you ain't never been clean, Carl.
Well, what do we got here?
This is a weapon, Officer Pulaski, that was used to gun down a police officer not 10 minutes ago. Officer Pendlebury. A fine man, I might add. You work fast, nigga.
You know I just got off the plane.
Well, that's a good thing we found you and retrieved the murder weapon.
That ain't my gun.
Don't bullshit me, Carl.
Yeah, don't bullshit him, Carl.
What the fuck you want from me this time?
When we want you, we'll find you. In the meantime, try not to gun down any more officers of the law.
Y'all can't leave me here. This baller's country.
I thought you said you was innocent, Carl. But you don't bang.
This is car 58.
See you around like a donut,
What?
Carl.
Officer Pendlebury's down. We'll be right over.
See you, Hernandez.
Oh, shit. Here we go again. Worst place in the world. Rolling Heights baller country. Now, I ain't represented Grove Street in 5 years, but the ballers won't give a shit.
Hello guys, welcome back. Just about to create the lobby for Scorpio Super Formula. So 10 initial fuel. Alright, we should be good now. Alright. I have what I have here. This is what I was given. I asked you specifically copy your settings or Ivan's, and this is what Ivan had. I thought it was like funny that these were all C and like mentioning name. What's up, Viking? R3 random, R3 repeating. Okay. Like this. C4 R1 random R1. C4 random R1 random R1 random R1 random. Repeating. You want the C4s back in there? C4 random R1. Just from the beginning, James. Just start over, James. Type all 10 of them if you can. And then that'll be faster. Oh. C4 R1 random R1. This is like a cheat code. C4 R1 random R1 C4 R1 random R1 Are we good? Thank you, Ivan. Are we now very good? I appreciate you helping me get the correct settings. I thought we were good when you said go copy Ivan's. You know, I thought it was weird that, you know, this off, ghosting on, flag rules, whatever, but what about these ones? We're all good, right? You allow those? I thought that was odd as well. Okay. Yep, that's what I have. I believe that's what we got. Is that not the right spot? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Probably the wrong spot I put that. Or do I just change it? I did it wrong. I got it now, though. I got it now. Thank you for saying that again, Ivan. I'm trying to get it right. Tires quality 1-1. Alright, we'll fix that part too. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Again, I was told copy Ivan's settings. So these are Ivan's. Don't yell at me. It's higher up where I'm going. Keep checking, Fox. What am I looking for? It was tires for quality. And then that's good too, right? This is correct? We're good then. Sounds like we're good. This is usually not good for connections. So many times I ask people to take that off. Or other people ask to take it off. That's off, correct? Final checks. It's a super long race. It's gonna take forever. This race. It's gonna be a long one. So let's end it. I think we're good. Here we go. Is Ivan not in then? There he goes. And then these two are commentary. Okay. Forgot I want to do a couple things. James was saying something like this. Good idea for downforce. And that's good from last time. This is open tuning, so people can do whatever they want. Better for the race to leave this off. But in qualifying, turning it on is a good idea. I may adjust other stuff. Yeah, why would I not run that in qualifying? Let's turn that on. I do need to turn it off though, because in the race, it just wastes fuel. Lap, I'm gonna go sort of slow. Although it's 1-1, 3-1. I just don't want to wear them too much on the outlap. VX? You're qualifying. Only go around one more time. I don't know if going to the pit's a good idea because I'm tired of me holding it. I don't know if it'll be colder or warmer on track. I should actually raise my downforce a little bit. It didn't feel so great in the beginning. Go max. That was real scary actually in the beginning. It should be better. I was not feeling comfortable early on. I'm about to just turn the anti-lag back to normal too, because I don't think we're going to be able to go faster because of all the water, honestly. It probably won't dry out enough. Back in. I didn't like how the front felt, honestly. It's too much. That's the final tune I'm gonna do. In 5 minutes. I don't know if you're still there. You gotta read the title. It says it in the title what we're doing. And I've made an upload about this series too. slow in this lap, knowing that that start was really bad. My best move is to go around again. I don't remember if it's heavy damage or not. I think it is. It is heavy damage. That means I'm out of time then. I should have been more careful. That was a nice run that I had going there. I don't think I have time to go in box. Back out. That would be an out lap too, so we're out. Exit. Not a great qualifying, but I definitely found some rhythm, so in the race we should be okay. I can start on the medium tire like most people will. Let me change that now. We had a Nations Cup race here not too long ago, about a month ago, that I still want to re-upload even. I made an upload from it because it was so good, so fun that weekend. It's 52 lap race.
Gran Turismo.
What's up, Tom?
Said let's go.
Really happy just now. Really happy. Just received great news. Like the best news of the day. I mean second best. Second best news of the day. Thank you, thank you. Solid news. Let me plug my phone in. I need a new screen protector. Just cut my fingers.
Said heck yeah, good news is great.
I had missed calls. And looks like we're all good though. He messaged me. exciting news. So again, this is like the longest race ever. We have to use both types of tires. Because it's 3-1, I might even start softly if I was a little higher up the grid.
Said good news for you means more entertainment for us.
I mean, I guess so. I don't know if that's a direct correlation, to be honest. I don't know about that. Blankenship, how's your day going? Tom, how's your day going? Good to see you guys. This is my series partnered with a real racing team, if you didn't know. My most important work that I do is this series. Some of it. It's a shame more people don't support something like this, because there's nothing like this. In the whole community, there's no one else who's partnered with a real team in this way. Not a single person or organization is doing what I'm doing. So it's a shame that we don't have a lot more attention on it. But that's why we're here. Hopefully by the last round of this, it's doing better. And then by the next season after, a year or two from now of continuing to do this, could be something really important.
Said Hey Grove and chat.
The winner of my
Well,
series
WR7
gets an opportunity with a real racing team called Scorpio Motorsport. It's really strong. I mean, you look at, it's a super strong list of drivers. Super, super strong. For a reason. Like, they understand what's going on here. Okay. Well, please leave a like before we start. Ready to go in a moment. We'll tell them 1 minute. I'm definitely starting on the medium. Anti-lag is off. I could probably... This is my setup from the previous race, which I just realized that. I don't know if that's stock. This looks like what I had at Panorama, which might not be good here. But honestly, it didn't feel that bad. Maybe a little too much oversteer, but I'm going to just run it at this point. Did not get as much time as I wanted to prepare today. Alright, my tires are good. Have a good race. Clean race. Heavy damage, I like to remind people. No traction control. Come on. Mediums too, we're not on softs now. I don't want to get hit either, so we gotta not go too slow. Look at the camber on his rear wheels. cannot spin. What's up, Neil? Excuse my burp. Oh, my transmission maybe not the greatest. Or he used some overtake that he shouldn't have. We can use overtake to defend on the next lap. Mediums don't want to overcook these entries like I'm on the softs. I'm on the mediums. And I'm in dirty air now. Dirty air is for real in these corners right now. I feel it. Very close to me. The only track I really can't stand the dirty air, the only track that bothers me is Catalonia. It gets me upset there. Anywhere else, it's not like a big deal. But you have to be mindful. At Catalonia, it's like I want to pull my hair out. It's so frustrating. Every time. It makes me not like Catalonia. So that's the only reason. It's the dirty air in Formula cars and in the normal cars too. For some reason, at that track, it's even worse than any other. These mediums as long as we can. Michael just crashed behind me. The track is slick right now. These mediums. I'm starting to think I should have started softs. Having a moment right in front of me. He may have damage. This car went a little slow down that straight, I think. What's up, Crazy Legs? Speedo losing it a little bit. Water level went really high for a second in some areas. You gotta stay on racing line. Start shifting a little more slowly too. All this water on track like that. Which way is that moving? Stay out. I wish I had a pair of softs on. I'd be going right by him. They wouldn't be wearing bad. Yeah. Probably be the same as the mediums. Stay on the racing line. Mike came in on lap 10. I think I can do 10 laps a stint with these tires and the softs too. 9 or 10, I'm thinking maybe. Unless I want to go super long, which is also an option. I think these tires are too slow to stay on them forever. We're gonna see soon though. The soft runners come in. There's got to be some people on softs up ahead. Thinking really closely of what I want to do for the pit stop. Maybe we go like 5 more at the most. We're better off on the softs in this track, but I don't know. I'm starting to doubt. Someone behind me pitted from the medium. Softs can only do about 10. So maybe I go medium again and then try to get to 15 here, 15, 15. Maybe to 30. Or go less. Go 12, 12, 12, and then the rest off. That might work. Softs are really fast. They're gonna, I don't know how long pit stop is, but I'm assuming like 20 seconds. dirty air is slowing me down so much now. From this distance. I really should have made sure I got by. Ooh, careful, careful. Everyone's going to be considering pitting soon. Unfortunate. The dirty air was getting me and getting me. We've only lost a couple seconds off of that, but still. I was about to try to use the overtake button to get around Super Speedo that lap. It's so much easier without him in front. Get around Super Speedo. I want to see how long a set of these will go, so I'm not going to refuel or anything. I really could have saved the softs to the end, just about. I like the mediums. But we'll see how quick I can go on fresh softs here, and how long they'll go. I think they'll do like 9 or 10. This will get us past Super Speedo. Hopefully. Tire save rather than just shred them right away. Peter. Crocodile took mediums again. every time. lot of the leaders just came in for the first time. I think they're going to go mediums again. So I will probably take mediums myself after these stints to the end. Try to take mediums to the end after this. Depends when we come in. I can stop once or twice. done 9 on softs now, and they feel pretty terrible. This is 9 now. They don't feel very, very good anymore. Right now we have 30 laps to go, so I can do 15-15 on my mediums. Do softs again, then finish mediums for 1. I don't think a set of mediums is going to do 30 laps, so. We just all have to do 21. So you guys think I can make it to lap 30? Lap 30? Try to push to it. It's a lot of laps on softs. It's random weather for most of it. I don't think it's ever going to rain significantly for inters though, no. Hello, Vinut. Vinut, I have to make an upload from the Oregon Trail video. I have to make an upload from that. I'm just waiting to like download a new program or buy a membership to a website that can make it in like 4K. I want 4K Oregon Trail for an upload. I may not be able to make it to lap 30, even though that's what I want. I might not make it. Might get too dangerous. lost a lot of time already also. Do at least 2 more. Just have to go slower, unfortunately. Last lap, one more and that's it. One more and that's it. I want to try to get as close to 30 as possible. I can be safe one more lap. Try to. I may get overtaken for it, but oh well. In the box anyway. Grip is gone. A slower car up ahead. Yes, mediums should make it to the end, almost, if not all the way. One more. Car behind will get by me if I don't go really quickly. It's fine if he does. What's up, Benjamin? Hello, Benjamin. Long time no see. Been a couple weeks. Welcome back. Hold on, I will read your message in a moment. In the pit. doing great, Benjamin. How are you? Box, it's time. You know, we're still going smooth. I'm ready to box now. Oh, King Dre, no, this is my private series partnered with a real racing team from the UK. A real Formula racing team is partnered with my channel to bring you this series. No other channel can say that. No other streamer can say that. Hope you remember that while you're watching the next 30 laps or so. Only one who has something like this. It was definitely time. I have to refuel a tiny bit. I don't even want to refuel though. I might as well. Just fuel it up. It's a lot of laps to make up. And nobody else is partnered with a real team. And today I got asked if I was ready, would I want to come and drive in Europe like right away. I got offered a seat today by an unknown source. Can't tell you, anonymous source. But somebody has dropped out of their seat in a series, and I was offered a seat today. And I'm like, well, I don't really have any personal days for that, honestly. It's a t-shirt, but it's very interesting. Interesting proposition that I was offered today. What's up, Game Ready? What's up, Game Ready? Use it. We're out of juice now. many categories. He actually got disconnected when the race started, and he did not message or say anything, so I think he's okay with it. Somehow he got disconnected right when we started. He raced in Formula 2, and he was doing Force India Academy work as a test driver. They were lining him up to be an F1 test driver the next season, so he was about to go to F1, getting opportunities in the real car. He was on his way. And Force India was the name of the team, before it was Alpine, or Alpine. I guess that's Renault that switched to them. Aston Martin is the former Force India. Excuse me. He had a major crash and got injured. There was no halo, and he had a serious back, neck, body injury from flipping the car. Got hit in the head, and that was the end of his opportunities. That's how fragile things can be. I have not flipped the car and injured myself. We're okay. The car is okay. I'm okay. Only lost about 5 seconds. Tires are really good. We got 20 laps to go on these. I think they can do it. To go a little faster. Spin it around. No damage at least. Which way's the track? I'm going straight across it. There's no one coming. One car coming. We'll be here any second. I lost a lot of time there. Slow recovery that time. Had gone all race with no major moments like that. Lap 35 was like 20 seconds slower. So you've lost touch with Michael, who was not that far away. He's probably going to pit again. We would have overtaken him, but now probably not. ready. What are you talking about? It does, yeah. Whenever it feels like it. It seems to only happen when my room is either really hot or maybe it happens when my feedback is like too crazy. And the wheel like doesn't like all the jumping around. I'm driving pretty smooth right now, so I don't expect one. Sometimes I'll like crash or like something crazy will happen on track, and that crazy input, like, you know, straining my wheel will cause it to freeze sometimes, somehow. But there's no rhyme or reason to it. I'm just observations, you know. Oh my god, I was not looking at the track for a moment there. You lost all feedback? What wheel was it specifically? Was it a DD Pro? I'm sorry to hear that. Wow. You bought a T598. What made you want to buy that? Did you get it because... I think Rory has one. Did you get it because of Rory? Or like, what reason made you want to buy Thrustmaster? Did you already have Thrustmaster? You lost all feedback on your new T598. Am I reading that correctly? That sounds really rough. I would cry. I would briefly cry about that. Rory was partnered with Thrustmaster recently. He's been using one. Promoting Thrustmaster. Super GT's been using some Moza with an adapter, I believe. Or SimMagic with an adapter from Super GT. I've been using my Fanatec wheel for like 6 years now. 5 years I've had this wheel. Well, again, what made you want to get Thrustmaster? Are you a fan of the brand? Have you owned other Thrustmaster products? In November. Oh, you had it. Okay. I've only ever used one front Thrustmaster wheel. I used the T150 for a little bit that I bought as like a training wheel for like people to use if I like drove around. I could like carry it in the car. If I wanted to show people the wonders of Gran Turismo. You had a TGT, but not the TGT2. It was the same thing. It was the same. Laziness from Thrustmaster to not make another new model in between. But they were working on your 598, but now it seems they haven't worked hard enough. If yours is busted, that's not cool. Bunch of faster cars coming. A little closer, I will accept my fate and let him by. I don't want to slow down because there's cars behind him too. If I slow down, they get closer to me as well. So we'll wait a little bit to move over. Got way off the racing line for him. I was thinking I don't want him to have any dirty air as he goes through, so let's do it now. I just saw what you wrote, Game Ready, about the T150. Thank you for the 45 likes during the race that we got. There are post-race interviews, as well as commentary for this race, that you guys can go back and watch to see what happened up front. They would have been watching the battle up front more than me. I believe that's on my other channel that I don't have the link for. I was just looking for it. I can't find it. And then there's also, I believe, on the Felix Balkan channel would be the other site for the commentary. Today was the first day they had Felix for the commentary, who's really experienced. Maybe in my Discord, the links are there for that. So hurt emotionally while my lap 3 crashed. I mean, you still beat me somehow. I don't know how I went so slowly, but I think my strategy of staying out so long on the final stint with the mediums was just too slow. I expected to go a little quicker than that. For the next round, hopefully I can get more preparation. Usually I'm really busy. Last night I went to bed at 7 p.m. or something like that. Went into my bed, slept until like 7 a.m. So like a really good sleep last night. Again, there are post-race interviews from Felix and Blade with the top 3. Let's see the results here. Super 2K was leading, and then Mohata left really early. I thought Mohata would do well in this race. Sure, we'll see him again. Not supposed to leave these, in case you're watching Mohata. Who else didn't finish? Ivan got disconnected, so it's all good there. Dude, Michael, what a crazy best lap. Like, I don't even know how you guys are going that fast. That's using the juice. That's a juice lap right there. 33? Everyone's using the juice at the end. I used it throughout my first and second stint. Slowly. No, we definitely should. It's going to take the practice for sure. The dirty air will be something we can only get used to doing practice. Yeah, I agree, Junebug. What I want to do is some practice for GTWS for the rest of my day streaming and playing the game. I guess I should save the replay for them too. I can't share it though. It's too big to share. I can't believe I can save it. It's a huge file. Oh, I was saying I want to do some Nürburgring practice. Official season starts on Wednesday. And we can do some practice tonight. I wanted to do that last night, but I was too tired. I just went right to bed. I'm sure we will have like 30 people in like the intro screen for my GTWS practice. It's sad that my real racing team partnered Super Formula series does not get as many viewers, but I kind of expect that from anything that's not sport mode that people won't want to watch it. Even if it's like the coolest thing in the world. Having a real racing team partnered with you when you don't even live in the UK. All these UK channels that are bigger than me, why don't they have racing teams partnered with them? Why is that? I bet if they did, more people would watch theirs, unfortunately. It would be like that. Let's see, I need to delete some stuff. There's just too much stuff here. I did bad in this race, so we're deleting it, even though it was awesome. Is there anything in there I want to save? I did really good driving, but the strategy calls were bad. Strategy calls ruined everything. This race was good. This is practice. Can delete that. Already uploaded this, really. If I want to do it in 4K, though, that can be a good comparison. Oh, that was the one I didn't want to delete. Oh, well. This was good too, but I think I will delete this. It's been a while now. This was best race ever. I've already shared that, right? A spa race. These are way back. That race was so fun. Here, hold 1 second. Gonna switch to Discord. Where's the size? Oh, these are shared. Delete. Making space. Delete. I need all the space. Delete.
RL9010 said cheers Mike 48 in.
Thank you for the 48. Like I was saying, I think later we will do some daily races and a manufacturer's cup practice lobby. I would just do it now, but I feel like because this stream has a thumbnail and a title that not related to those things, I'm better off just starting a new stream and leaving this stream as the Scorpio stream. I get like a small break and I go make my dinner and come back. Sounds good. I actually made food before that race and I didn't eat it. I have a pizza here in the oven that I never ate, and it's still here and it's cold now. So we're gonna heat this up. This is gonna get heated up again. And I might make some of the food I went shopping for before the stream. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I will come back. New thumbnail, new title, doing dailies and official season practice. That is the plan. I will have a poll up for official season practice lobby, and if people vote for that right away, we'll do it right away. We'll make the lobby early in the stream. I can test some menus, see what I like. I don't think I'm picking Ferrari for official season. Some of my fast friends picked it. Even less reason to pick it now because of that. But we'll see. I'll see you guys later. Good night. Or till later. Give me like half an hour, 45 minutes, and I'll make my dinner. See you soon.